Hey everyone, it is King Sika here. It is your favorite time of the week, my favorite time of the week, the time of the week where I've spent 5 or 6 hours watching YouTube and letting my narcissism take into effect and knowing that I can make better YouTube than half the crap that I just saw on YouTube from a bunch of from channels that have way too many subscribers for the crap that they produce. So let's go ahead and get on into it. And for a fact, I know that you guys like these videos because these are this week in Operation Infinite Ocean. Most of the reason like half of you guys are subscribed. So this one we're going to be doing cruise ship edition, and we're only going to be showing off about 5 ships just because I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit on the shorter side because I took a little bit closer look at my audience retention, and it is for the retention bars for 2 minutes. So essentially I got your attention for 2 minutes before half of you guys click away. So let's go ahead and get started. Right here, the first ship I'm going to be showing you guys is the only newest completed cruise ship. And I'll hopefully be doing a ship showcase after I talk to Tom about it. Ada Luna, which I know has been built in the past by a few other builders, not on OIO, but by people I am well aware of. But this is the first one that's been built on OIO by an OIO member, and this was actually Tom's trainee project. And this is probably the first trainee project I've ever seen as a cruise ship that got completed in a record amount of time. So you guys are probably wondering how fast it took them. It was literally about I want to say 3 weeks or maybe a little bit less, like 2.5 weeks to build this thing. And I watched it take place. Like the first week and a half, I'm like, oh yeah, half our builders do this. They start a cruise ship and then it never gets completed. And then all of a sudden, like, I check back after that, it's like, holy shit, it's done. So I have to give it to you, Tom. You did a really good job on it, and it turned out phenomenal. Your build time is just absolutely breathtaking. Very definitely proud to have him as one of our members on the team. And then as you can see here, he hasn't stopped. He's gone ahead and started on to the next one. Actually, I think he corrected the bow and it looks fantastic. Now it has that kind of curve and there's like a little bit of a bulge on a bow that goes right here where it bends up, which absolutely looks phenomenal. It is a Freedom class Royal Caribbean ship. I don't believe they've started on the interior yet, but I believe Tom and I think Christensen is helping him on it. I'm not 100% sure. I know Tom and Christensen work together on a few things. But yeah, so it's already taking place. It's been only, I think, a few days since he started this one. I know him and Koo were on, and Koo was bitching about something or other and complaining how this ship should look like this, and then all of a sudden he shows me another bow and it looks the same, and it's I essentially, that's kind of what's leading to my hiatus of administration. I've kind of given Elite the command and said, hey, I'm done with administrative stuff for the time being. So I'll talk a little bit more about that close to the end when you guys that want to hear about what's going on. I'll tell you guys. For you guys who love seeing what's new, let's go ahead and keep going. Next thing up is KJ's new ship, which he's finally unveiled. He had it in a kind of like a stone casing for a little while, but now he's gone ahead and made it public. It is his, I believe it's Norwegian Pearl. I believe he's gonna kill me if it's not, but it's Pearl something or other, because that's the only thing I know it as. But he has gone ahead and finished the exterior. He's currently working on the exterior, and he's going pretty quickly on it. He's working on some other smaller project at the time being, so I imagine it's still going to be quite some time before the interior is done. We're looking at 1, 2, 3 months. Oh, it is an RCI ship, so this is Pearl of the Seas. And yeah, I imagine it's going to be a little while before it's finished, but it's definitely, the exterior is done, so that is something cool to see. And as you know, OIO has quite a bit of cruise ships on it now, given that there's been quite a bit of a push for cruise ships for some reason. I personally am against cruise ships because I'd rather have OIO have a bunch of really kind of medium-sized small vehicles, but we also have a lot of these cruise ships to hold our name that we love boats. That's essentially our big thing, is we have a passion for ships, and a lot of other people have a passion for ships as well, but a lot of times that passion is cruise ships. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tiny sneak preview at Epic. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this one and wondering what the hell it's looked like. I know KJ kind of didn't want to release it for a while just so we didn't get your guys' hopes up. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a disclaimer. Epic is on the shelf. So that means it is not currently being worked on, or it's kind of on hold, kind of like Castaway right now. It's just kind of waiting until I have some free time, or I can get a builder crew that has a little more energy than me to actually come work on it. The next one I'm going to show you, which a few of you guys should know about already, is Norwegian Sun, which Kyle or Yours Breeder, or you know him as you now should know him as Ekron, is working on, and it's turning out absolutely fantastic. He is doing a custom interior, I believe, and he's doing a bit of more of a push to get it finished, so he can do a couple of YouTube videos of it and get it out there and kind of get his name out there a little bit more. Because I know he's trying to get both his Minecraft name and his professional audio or professional artist name, I should say, out there as well. So if you guys are interested in his music, feel free to check it out. I have links in pretty much all my videos because I use his music for intros, outros, and anything of that nature, because definitely it's very good music. I like it. But yeah, so that's that one, and then I'll go ahead and warp on over to, let's see here, I did a video just now, I filmed it, of Quantum of the Seas, but if you guys are not really giving two shits to go out and watch that, I'll just kind of give you guys an overview. Quantum is still being worked on. This one's probably at the top of my to work on list. So is Queen Mary 2 is up there as well. Me and Saberjet are still hammering away tiny parts of that. But yeah, as you'll see in the video, I kind of go into more detail of these areas, and that's pretty much all that's being worked on. Oceana is also being worked on, but it is not at the top of my priority list right now, just because it is a very big ship to essentially work on. And let me quick think off the top of my head if there's anything else in the works in terms of cruise ships. Not that I can think of. I am working on MS Quest. It's a tiny... I'll actually go ahead and warp you guys over to what started of Quest. It's just a very tiny Arctic exploration cruise ship, which also kind of segues me off into the next project I am going to be starting. And then over there's another ship that I just completed a few days ago called the Atlantic Ocean, which I want to do a ship showcase of eventually. But yeah, it kind of segues me off into my next project. I'm going to be building, I can't remember, somewhere in Argentina where the Arctic cruises launch from there. So I'll be doing the Nat Geo, I think KJ did the Explorer, so I'll be doing the Endeavor and the, I can't remember the other one. But I'll essentially be making sure that all three Nat Geo ships are there. I'll be doing Arctic or Adventure Clipper or something like that, or Clipper Adventure. Quest, and then I'll be doing a few other Arctic exploration vessels, and kind of giving more of an Arctic area over by that kind of snowish area. And then Chris is also working on a tiny harbor right now, but since this is more focused on cruise ships, I won't really bring that up. But I will hopefully cover that once it gets a little bit more done.